Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. This video is a little bit different from the wax content I have on my channel. This is a product review from Wet Dreams Body Boutique of some of the products I've purchased over the last few months. Wet Dreams Body Boutique is owned by Stacy Langston, and she is in Dayton, Ohio. Go Flyers! What I wanted to do is I have been blown away by the quality and the performance of a lot of these products. So I have 99% of the different types of products that I own. I have here. There might be a couple in my home here, that I've put away that I forgot to get out or something like that. But she does offer a whole entire menu of products to choose from in the Bath and Body world, from shampoo to face care to body care, magnesium sleeping creams, her Moon Magic, stuff like that. I'm a newer customer. I've been purchasing from Stacy for a couple of months now. I actually don't remember quite back. It was earlier this year. But I wanted some time to pass so I could really start using these products so I can really tell you how they perform for me, ones I would repurchase, and I've just been, just like I said, blown away at everything. So let's get started. In no particular order. Stacy is such a nice lady. I've been talking to her off and on, privately here and there for a couple of things, but she's very transparent. She runs her company beautifully. She offers us a ton of different blends, and she's getting ready to have a ready to ship next Friday, the 14th. I believe that's Friday, somewhere the 14th. She just finished up her Lush pre-order, which I must say some of the blends that she offered us, they're fantastic. She has high quality oils, and she's always looking to improve herself. So the first product I'll talk about, this is her Luxe bath shower, and I think it's called Luxe shower gel and bubble bath. This was my very first order from Stacy. This was back when she did her Glitterati, the last Glitterati time she was going to be offering some of Janine's oils. This was Tropical Pistachio. I love Tropical Pistachio. This smells like fruit punch, basically. It's still strong. I can smell it in the bottle. I don't get too much pistachio outright from this because it is fruit punch. It's Hawaiian punch. But I have purchased several of the body washes. I've given some to my mom. Actually, Mrs. Claus's cookies I gave to my mom, and she loved that one too. But the first thing that pops out to me with Stacy's line is these beautiful, vibrant neon labels. I love that. And I love that she has pink in there. I'm a pink girl. I love pink. This is, so basically, I use this entire bottle up. The suds are wonderful. It's not too drying to the skin. A little bit goes a long way. I use between a quarter size to a little bit more. If I notice I'm wearing a heavier body butter, especially in the winter months. I don't wear too much body butters per se in the summer because, I feel like I'm going to sweat to death when I go outside. I use a little bit of a lighter lotions in the summer. But if I notice I have a little bit heavier of a cream on, especially from the night before, I'll use a little bit more of this product. I mean, it's just about like any other shower gel out there. But I really like the scent load in this. My whole bathroom is enveloped. My husband's even commented on, that smells good, whatever you're using, kind of a thing. But so this one, great job with the shower gels. I'll try to stay in the shower line, and then let's see, I have okay, this next one, I like this more than the shower gel. These are the shower frostings. These used to be called body frostings, I believe, but she had to change it because some people were trying to use this as lotions and creams or something, and it's soap. It's whipped soap. This is in the scent Code Red, which is strawberry, and then Let Them Eat Cake, which is a perfume. So this was pink or red, the coloring that she used in here. And this blew me away. You have to use, I'm not kidding, maybe a tablespoon, or maybe even a teaspoon. I should say, not a tablespoon, that's a lot. A teaspoon. Maybe a little bit more than a teaspoon. And the suds, I have never had a bath product make as much suds, which is with as little product as Stacy's body frosting. I love this. It doesn't stain my tub either. Even though it's neon colors, it rinses right on down beautifully. It doesn't irritate my skin. I love the amount of bubbles. I just feel like I feel like I'm Julia Child in Pretty Woman in the Bubble Bath with all those bubbles around me. It's fantastic. Little goes a long way, like I said. I'm currently working on Go Smudge Yourself, which is another scent. She offered several sales back of this. And then I'm going to switch to, I think it's Coco Cabana, which is Dole Whip and something else for summer. But another thing I want to comment on, thank you, Stacy, for giving these flip top lids. These are flip top. So when I'm in the tub, I don't have to worry about fumbling with the lid. There's another big Bath and Body vendor out there in the small business world where you have to buy these individually, and they're not cheap. So I want to thank you so much. This means a lot to me, this flip top lid. So this is probably one of my favorite products. I'll tell you my favorite product when I get to it, but this is one I've talked about in the group, and it's fantastic. I will continue to buy this. Great. Okay, we have, let's see. We'll do this one next. This is Let's Chill. This is the menthol hair mask. I actually used this today. This flip top lid also, this smells like menthol, peppermint, all those delicious essential oils. This is meant to be left on your hair between 5 and 15 minutes. I think that's what the label says. Sometimes when you have the white label, the white font on here, it's really hard to read, but I think it says between 5 and 15 minutes, let it on your scalp. This is very invigorating. It's tingling. So if you do not like the sensation of the tingles or of the cooling sensation, do not get this, because this is overdrive with that. But that is the purpose of this. This is a menthol hair mask. This would be good if you have a headache. I've used this when I've been stuffed up, and it's instantaneous. You know, there are different companies out there that have the little tablets you can put in your tub, and it releases the essential oil scent, so it unclogs your sinuses. This does that. I'm fine though with this. I do need to use I need for my texture of my hair, being that I have blonde in it, you know, bleach does make your cuticle a little bit rougher. I do find I have to put a little bit of a conditioner in after this, even though this has a little bit of conditioning properties to it. For me, I'm extra tangly if I don't put something else on my hair after this. So that can be remedied by the hair milk, you know, the leave-in conditioner, which is, you know, what I use after I use this, or it can just be used, you know, any of your conditioners that you have. I do know Stacy offers shampoo and conditioner in her line. I haven't tried those yet. I'm trying to use my products that I already have, so I don't, you know, I already have a ton of beauty products. I'm a beauty product fanatic. I have had a beauty routine, a skincare routine since I was 10. I know it's early, but I started with acne young in my life. I have a ton of beauty stuff, and why I wanted to make this video especially is I have used some of the top lines. I do put a lot of my money into skincare. I always have been like that. I always will be like that. And I feel these products are high quality, and they're just performance-wise equivalent to some of the higher end things. So this is one I would buy. I would buy that hair mask again. Next, this is body butter. This one isn't opened because I think I can't find the one I have opened right now, but it's another, this is Angel Share, which, oh, this is my favorite. This is Angel Share by Kilian. This is my favorite, one of my favorite perfumes out there in the world. And I can't afford Kilian. It's hundreds of dollars a bottle, but this is so quality. One of the first times I reached out to Stacy, it was about another product that I'll talk about next. But I had to message her when I put this body butter on. It was still in time, you know, it was still cooler. The heat was still on. So that's when my body likes the body butter, is when the heat is on in the winter time. This scent lasted all day on me. I didn't need a fragrance. I didn't need a body splash. I didn't need anything. This is so strong, and this is addicting. This Angel Share. The notes aren't on here, but it has praline in it. It is so intoxicatingly sexy. I love it. It is my favorite, and that's across the board. You know, even in other companies that offer Angel Share, it's fantastic. But I can attest that this body butter is not greasy. It soaks right in. It gives a great moisture. You know, your moisture level stays high throughout the day. If you haven't tried the body butters, give it a try. I think these are called You're So Thirsty. I think that's what this is called. Okay, my favorite product, and the product that really sucked me into Stacy's company, and she knows this, is her deodorant. I have used natural deodorants for 3.5 years. I converted over in early 2020, and I started out with Schmidt's. I did not like Schmidt's because it discolored my armpits, and I did not like the texture of my armpits afterwards. So I moved to Native. I used Native up until I tried a stick of Stacy's earlier this year. One of my first orders, actually in my first order, I grabbed, I think, this deodorant right here, to tell you the truth. This is Brazilian Bombshell. This is baking soda free and aluminum free. So Native, if you use Native has baking soda in it. I was finding with me, especially like this time of year where it's hot as hell, July, I had to apply my Native twice, sometimes 3 times a day. If I was out active during the day or golfing with my husband or something, I would get BO. I can tell you, when I first started using this deodorant, you know, sometimes if you use natural deodorants, you know, in the morning, the next morning, especially if you applied it 24 hours ago, I had a little bit of BO in the morning, even with Native. With this deodorant, I have had 0 BO, 0 stink, 0 anything. I do not have to reapply this. I can get more than 24 hours out of this. I do shower every morning, but you know, sometimes, especially on the weekends, you don't really hop in the tub the first thing. I sniff and I check, and I am A-okay. This has changed my life in terms of deodorant. And I know there are a lot of you out there that really love this product. And if you're hesitant with it, try a stick. I mean, there's a little bit of a adjustment period when you go from using an aluminum based deodorant. I used Secret most of my life up until when I converted over to a natural deodorant. I used Secret. I loved Secret, but I know that the benefits of not having aluminum and sometimes baking soda is an irritant to the skin. Aluminum, you know, I did it for the potential of lessening my risk of breast cancer. You know, some aluminum, especially if you're a patient who's went through cancer, especially breast cancer, you cannot use aluminum-based deodorant anymore. So I figured, why not? Why not switch? But this has changed my life in my deodorant, in terms of my deodorant. This guy right here. I am currently on my second stick. I'm using Beach Laundry, which doesn't smell too much like beach or laundry to me. It just has a fresh fragrance to it, which that's okay. But this one here is tropical fruit and boom boom. You know, the boom boom cream, the boom boom fragrance. This has changed my life. And I'll say that again, and I've talked about this in the group. I love, love, love this product. So if you're on the fence with it, give it a try, like I was saying. You can always go back to your regular deodorant if you don't care for it after a month. I would say give yourself a good month to 6 weeks with a natural deodorant, just because you do go through a purging period. And one thing is this is not an antiperspirant. So with a natural deodorant, you will sweat. You will have dampness under your armpits. You will sweat if you do heavy activities. This does not shrink the sweat glands like aluminum does. So you do have to get used to that. Over time, converting over time, you do sweat less, just as your body is accustomed to a natural deodorant. That's my personal experience. I am not making any claims. That's just me. So that's my favorite one right there. Okay. Next, this is Gloss Locks. This I actually used today in my hair. This is a shine spray. What I like about this is Let Them Eat Cake, which is vanilla, orchid, and sugar. You know, it's a fragrance. This I got in a mystery box. If you ever have an opportunity to buy a excuse me, a mystery box when Stacy offers it. Do yourself a favor and buy one. I bought a mystery box, and my second favorite product, I mean, I like all of these products, but my second favorite one, I got in a mystery box, and I would never have bought it if I didn't have my mystery box. So they're fantastic. I have a couple of other products that I did get in a mystery box, some of the sugar scrubs that I just haven't cracked into yet. I didn't bring them on in this video because I haven't used them. All of the ones in here I have used, so I can attest to those. What I find the best to use with this is because this is a shine spray, so it can be slippery. There is a little bit of oils in this. Not heavy oils, but there's a little bit of oils in here, argan oil and such. To lessen the risk of having my floor get greasy and slippery, I spray this in my hand, you know, however many sprays you want, and rub it together in my hands, and then I run that over my ends. Don't put too much in your roots because oil can weigh it down, of course. I have very, very thin hair, so I know what I can use oil-wise, and this is one my hair can tolerate. Hope that makes sense. Okay, next, another oil-based product. This is Glaze Bath and Body Oil. This is in the scent Beach Walk. This was another one that I got. I think I got this in the mystery box. This is At the Beach, coconut and chlorine. This is a moisturizer, but it's a water-based oil moisturizer. I can use this time of year because it gives me moisture without making my pores feel clogged down, like some of the shea butter and the cocoa butter that some of the body butter heavier products have. That's just my opinion, my experience. So this here I really, really like. It's a bunch of oils together: soybean, safflower, sweet almond, grapeseed, etc. I like this because it absorbs into the skin. It's not greasy. It's not tacky. Another product I have that I've used is her Drip Dry. I don't have it here I didn't grab it. It's under my sink. I'm sorry. But the Drip Dry is a dry oil. And I find I can spray that in my hand too and rub that up and down my legs and my body. It gives you the moisture, but your skin is dry. That's another fantastic product, the Drip Dry. This I really, really like. I know a lot of you guys have fallen in love with this product. I know why. It's great. Next, this is her Splish Splash, which is her body mist, or her, body splash, body fragrance, whatever you want to call it. This is in My Lover, Angel Share. This is cognac, tonka, and praline. Those are the three. I love, 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 love this. She uses quality oils. I carry this whenever I wear this. I have a ton of perfumes. I don't wear the same thing every day, but whenever I do choose to use a body splash, I do put it with me in my purse because I find sometimes you need to freshen it up throughout the day. Not too much. You can still smell a little bit lingering. This guy, though, is strong, so I don't have to apply this. Sometimes if I have Boom Boom, another splash, I find I have to apply that a couple of times throughout the day if I want to, smell like Boom Boom. It's not as heavy perfume load as a perfume based as, it has the oils in it. I have a perfume right here, but you know what I mean. Like if you wear a parfum or a toilette or something like that. This, I love this. I love the size of it. I really, really, really like the label. It's beautiful. Beautiful presentation. We'll talk about the perfume next. This is Tropical Pistachio. I did take the lid off of this because I did find in transportation, when I took this out of the box and I took the lid off, there was a little bit of spillage. So to remedy that, I just threw the cap away and I just leave it without the cap, just because I don't want to go through, especially when you start to spray it. What I do, because I'm a little OCD about things in my life that have oil in them, I take a wipe or a Clorox wipe or something and I just wipe around here just to keep it not oily and, tack free and all that stuff. That's me though, and I know that not everybody's like that, but that's me. This is Tropical Pistachio. I had to buy this because I love pistachios and I love fruit punch. This is something that I need to use a little bit more of it because it is a summery fragrance to me. It is fruit punch and it's summertime now, obviously. So this does last all day for me. It's strong, it's clean, it's not oily on the skin or sticky. It's great. There's that one. Next, this is her hair milk. And I know a lot of you love this product. This is Tahiti Treat. This is pineapple, tropical fruits, and musk. It's very, very, very close to tropical pistachio. I am using tropical pistachio hair milk right now. This is very heavy on the pineapple. So if you like the pineapple, this is Glitterati, so she's not going to offer this scent anymore. But this is just to compare it to tropical pistachio. If you have this and you haven't used it yet, this is heavier pineapple. But I love this. I spray this, even though I do use a conditioner in my shower, I do spray this on my hair because, like I said, I do live in Utah. I do have dry hair. And it's great. Even on days I don't wash my hair, I put a little bit on my ends because you can't have enough moisture in your ends. So this, I love this. It's well loved by a lot of you. I know it is. I will keep buying this. I think I have like seven bottles of this. I know, a lot, but hey. Okay, next, this is her roll-on perfume. This is an Angel Share because, you know, I love Angel Share. Why I wanted this is, actually, you know, to tell you the truth, this was my sample in one of my orders. I mean, Stacy's very, 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 very generous. If you haven't, if you're new to the group and you really haven't experienced her generosity yet, this was a sample. And this was, I think, a product that was for sale. And I, you know, when I opened the box up, I was like, oh my goodness, this my sample? And I was just so grateful, you know, and she put it in a scent that I love. So that little attention to detail, she really watches what we order. She knows her customers. She knows what we like. I've seen her make different scent suggestions to people in the group that are asking questions. And I really like that personal touch. Trust me, I really appreciate that. I like this because I can take this when I travel. What I will do is I will put this in its own little container because, you know, going up in an airplane and such, you always have that chance, you know, pressurization and such. This could leak, but I'm really happy I have a travel size I can take with me. Next, this is Moon Magic. This is her Magnesium Nighttime Cream. This is in Lullaby. And I think Lullaby, I got this because it's a nighttime blend, and I've only used this a couple of times, but I only need a little bit of it because I find, especially, so I have insomnia. I have struggled with it since I was a teenager off and on. In my adult life, it's a little bit more dominant than it was when I was a little bit younger. But I find if I use any sort of CBD creams at night or any sort of relaxation creams, I do like to apply it on my neck. This does say that they suggest putting it on the feet. It's on the bottom here. Massage on bottom of feet or anywhere desired. So I have tried it on my feet with my husband. He said he slept a little bit better or a little bit easier. That's his attestation. But this smells wonderful. It's relaxing. I have this in Boom Boom Cream too. So I'm going to start using this a little bit more. I have been using another product I have at nighttime, but I'm going to be using this one next. I do like to apply mine on my neck, and I just like to inhale my hands and smell that in. Magnesium is good for the skin too. Next, this is Renew. This is a facial moisturizer. This is the Matrixyl 3000 Peptide Moisturizer. I got this. I will tell you, I'm very particular with my skincare. I always have been, I always will be. I was hesitant to try another type of moisturizer. My skin likes what it likes, even though I have a little bit more flexibility with trying nighttime creams. During the daytime, you know, we're awake. I don't like having oil on my skin or a greasy feeling. I do have combination skin, especially this time of year. So I know that Stacy has other skincare products out there, and she has a CoQ10 oil, which I want to buy, but I'm using some of the oils I have already have in my home, and when those are used up, I might buy the I think it's the CoQ10 Glow Oil, if I'm not mistaken. Like I said, she has many other products out there that I haven't tried yet. She has a shimmer oil. She has a beet feet, whatever, not beet feet, I think, which I would love to purchase, but I haven't seen it offered. One thing I'm interested in that she's going to be offering next week is she has a sea salt texturizing spray, which I'm all about texturizing stuff. But anyways, I was a little bit hesitant to try a new moisturizer. I used this for about 3 weeks, in the evening and the night. And I did not change actually, the only thing I will say is I do have this Nu Skin. This is the glycolic acid cleanser. I started these two together because I was waiting to finish up my nighttime cleanser before I started this guy, because I have CeraVe that I use in the morning in my shower, and I use this at nighttime. Because, you know, if I have more grime on my skin throughout the day, if I am wearing makeup that day or something, I find that this has a little bit more exfoliating properties than the product I was using before. So I wanted to start these together. I have continued to use this every night. I love this cleanser. It's very, very nice. I did get the mint option. It did come in on scented and mint. I can't smell too much mint in this, but it doesn't mean it's not there. It foams up well. It cleanses well. One criticism I can say of this, it does make my skin a little bit drier. So I do find I need to remedy that by either using a hyaluronic acid serum. Stacey sells one. I haven't bought it because I'm using up my personal hyaluronic acid product I've already purchased. In the summertime, I don't use hyaluronic acid in the daytime. In the winter, I do, because my forehead gets very dry in the winter, just because of all the heat and all the ways our skin is abused in the wintertime. So I started this back when the heat was still on, so I was a little bit drier. Now that we've transitioned into warmer weather, I still feel a little bit dry with this, but it's not something that a moisturizer just doesn't remedy. I don't need that extra punch of moisture with the hyaluronic acid. I hope that makes sense. But I will say with this here, when I use this, I get little whiteheads on my chin. This does make me break out. So I'm only saying that because I stopped using this for a couple of weeks, and then I started up again, and those little pimples came back. I did not change any other of my products in my skincare routine, only this. So right now I'm contributing those little bit of breakouts to this. What I am going to do though is I'm going to try it again when the beginning of fall comes here. Not right now because it's already greasy and my skin is happy right now. At the beginning of fall, when we can turn the air conditioners off, in between that time or before we need to turn the heat on, I'm going to do it where my skin is just in a regular climate without any climate control. That's just me. That's something I'm going to experiment on myself. If that happens again, then I think this product will continue to break me out. But I like the texture of it. It does moisturize well. I think when I posted about this in the group, I did say that I feel this is not heavy enough for a winter time or even a nighttime moisturizer. You would need to have a little extra punch of serum, a nighttime serum or a nighttime cream in addition to this. It's not heavy enough for my skin, at least. I think Stacey did say she's working on a nighttime cream, which I am very excited for because I love my skincare routine. I love nighttime creams, and I'm always willing to try nighttime stuff. So yeah, this one, I'm picky with stuff during the day. I hope that makes sense. I talked about this, and I have one more to talk about here. This is the Body Balm. Now, this is my personal story with this. I had leg and foot surgery last November. In my leg, I developed something called a stitch abscess, which is when a little bit of your stitch breaks, it opens up, but it's not big enough to cause a problem, and it's not big enough to need another stitch in it. It's just something that you have to, keep clean, and you just have to wait for your skin to heal. That's what my surgeon told me. So I have a scar, and the part where I had the stitch abscess is a little bit redder, a little bit bigger than the rest of my scar. It's just the beautiful scalpel line that my surgeon cut. It's beautiful. I got this in the mystery box. And I thought, this is extra punch of moisture. This is butter. This has mango butter, cocoa butter, almond oil, calendula, avocado oil, macadamia oil. There's a ton of good moisture stuff in here. I started putting this on my scar. Within a couple of weeks, my scar has dramatically lightened. And that's my personal experience. And I know there are several of other people in the group that have said similar things. I think Stacy says her son uses this on eczema, which I am going to be loving in the fall because I do have hand eczema. It's not bad in the summer. It calms down in the summer. My body's very sensitive to the change in weather from summer to fall and fall into winter. My hands are just a nightmare. I cannot wait to use this on my hands in the fall. But this is helping. I put this on my scar twice a day, morning and night, and my scar is continuing to fade beautifully. And I'm very, very thankful I found this product. So thank you, Stacy. This was my review of the products I've used from Wet Dreams Body Boutique. If you have any questions, just ask me. I'm more than happy to talk about skincare with you. Stacy's products or not, but I am a customer for life, Stacy. Thank you so much for bringing your craft to the world, and you're talented. So thank you so much, everyone, and have a good